August the 2nd, 2020. Guys, you're looking at some amazing images from last night going in through this morning until late this evening. These are current as of 6:13 p.m. Central Time. And you're starting to see a very well-formed storm. Check this out in the last image. Even the outflows and all are very classical hurricane images. What's happened is as it was getting closer to shore in South Florida, started heading north and pulling offshore. And that took away any restrictions that the land had on it. And once you get partially ashore, it's going to weaken the storms. But in the last few frames, it has a left turn. Just watch that right there. So it may be just a wobble. The models are keeping it north, going up towards Carolina. We will look at those. Again, this thing is very powerful at the center of location. And the storms that you're seeing are on the northern half of it. You can check out where your rotation is just under that. You see it very powerful. These images are not sped up. This is how it's coming from the National Hurricane Center. Check that out. And just checking this out in the infrared. It'll start from last night here. We saw that rapid explosion in size and intensity moving north. You can almost see the center of rotation there, guys, in the last few frames. Just pay attention that it has made a left turn right in this area in the last few, right there. See that? But we'll look at the models on it and look at the predictions. Now, it was in the last reported was a 65-mile-per-hour storm. Again, now it's up to 70, and that was almost 2 hours ago. And we may see it getting very close to a Cat 1. It doesn't only has to go about 4 or 5 more miles per hour, and you have a Cat 1 headed for the Carolinas, unless this left turn, and right in here, holds up. Now, this was updated 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which has been a little over an hour ago. And again, your 70-mile-per-hour winds by tonight at 2 a.m., remaining at 70 miles an hour. But, guys, it's offshore now. And, again, it wouldn't take very much at all for this to become a Cat 1. There's not going to be a difference in intensity between a 74-mile-per-hour tropical storm and a 75-mile-per-hour Cat 1. So we're at the upper level already. And it's not moving as fast as it was north-northwest at 9 miles per hour, 994 millibars of pressure. The slower it moves in forward speed, the longer time it has to develop. So you notice that it's coming in where the Navy model was when we first started watching this thing, and that is at the border of North and South Carolina on the beaches. But in this last couple of frames, guys, we saw a left turn kind of towards Cape Canaveral. We're going to watch that. Let's look at the spaghetti models. Now, these were updated just 18 minutes ago at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can see that they're also predicting a slight wobble. This inside line is the Canadian model. Your white tabs line is the outside extreme of the tracking. But most of the models do have a turn into the left right there that we're seeing now, then a pull back up to the north, and somewhere again in between South Carolina and North Carolina along the coast as far as impacts. But again, you can expect Category 1 winds regardless, because when you're at 70, 74 mile per hour sustained winds, your gusts are well over that. So prepare as if you were preparing for a Category 1 hurricane. But right now, guys, all eyes are on Florida, and see how this left turn that we're seeing in these models works out in the next few hours. It's a heads up. Be safe.